Are you looking for the best neighborhoods in St. Johns County? Well, in today's video, we're going to cover the top 10 neighborhoods rated by niche.com, and it's going to range from homes that are 300,000 all the way to above $1 million. So there's something there for everyone. What's up, everyone? This is Thomas with Real Broker here in St. Augustine. If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest here in Northeastern Florida, make sure you reach out to me directly, whether it's a call, text, or email. I do also have a Facebook group you can join. You can ask questions. You can engage with the community there to see if St. Augustine is the right place for you. Now, before we get started on this video, I do want to do some housekeeping. I do also have a playlist which ranks from the 10th spot to the first spot. So if you want the deep dive into each one of these neighborhoods, you want to explore that, you can definitely do that on my page, which I'll also link right above here for you. I am also going to cover some of the schools here in the area. I took the information from the Florida Department of Education, but because of the growth of St. Johns County, a lot of these school districts are being rezoned and remapped to different locations. So as of right now, this is what I found, but it can change in the future. So let's start off with number 10, which is VILANO Beach. Now, VILANO Beach is located just east of downtown St. Augustine. So if you've been to downtown, you more than likely have seen VILANO Beach. Within VILANO Beach, there's only one main road, which is A1A. So if there is like a hurricane or anything, there's only one way on and one way off. The elementary school in the area is going to be Keterlinus, which is rated A. The middle school is going to be Sebastian Middle School, which is where I went to school. That's rated B. And then the high school is going to be St. Augustine High School, which right now it's rated a B. And their football team could be going to states this year. If you're looking to buy a single family home, you could expect to pay around $1 million, especially if you're looking to be on the intercoastal or if you're looking to be oceanfront. It's going to be a little bit north of $1 million if you're looking for some of those homes. But if you're looking for something a little bit more reasonable, maybe a condo or a townhome, some lock it and leave it lifestyle, then you're going to be paying north of $350,000 within the VILANO Beach area. VILANO Beach has a ton of things to do, and it's also super close to downtown St. Augustine. So if you want the surf, the sun, and access to the city life that downtown St. Augustine has to offer, VILANO Beach is close, but not too close from the hustle and bustle. Some of the negatives of living in VILANO Beach is, hurricanes and flooding. Living in that area, your insurance costs are going to be more than likely pretty high comparatively to anywhere else in St. Johns County where you don't have the same flood risks. Though, just like any coastal city or any coastal neighborhood, that comes with the territory. So it's to be expected that you could have some flooding risk if you're going to live right on the beach. The next neighborhood that ranks number 9 on our list of the top 10 neighborhoods here in St. Augustine is going to be BUTLER Beach. Now, this is located on Anastasia Island, which is a barrier island to the state of Florida. It's also located where St. Augustine Beach is. So if you've been to St. Augustine Beach, you've been to the pier there, then you have a pretty good idea of where BUTLER Beach is because it's just south of that along A1A. The elementary school is going to be Hartley, which is an A-rated school. The middle school is going to be Gamble Rogers Middle School, which is a B-rated school. And the high school is going to be Pedro Menendez, which is a B-rated school. Now, if you're looking to buy a single family home in the area, that's going to cost you around $650,000 on average for the entire area of BUTLER Beach. Now, if you want to be on the intercoastal, you want to be on the ocean, that is definitely going to be closer to that $2 million mark, depending on what you're looking for in your home. Though if you are looking for a condo or a townhome, you can find that in the $300,000 to $400,000 range and north of that, of course, depending on if you want to be oceanfront and the amenities available within the community. BUTLER Beach is one of my favorite neighborhoods. It's where I actually kind of grew up. My grandma owns a home in Treasure Beach right on the intercoastal there. So there's plenty of things to do because of the location to downtown St. Augustine Beach, and then also just the nature available. You have the intercoastal waterway right there, so if you want to hop on your boat and go fishing, go kayaking, stand-up paddleboarding, you can do all that in the intercoastal. If you want to hit the beach, well, you have some of the best beaches in the entire area of St. Augustine right there between BUTLER Beach and Crescent Beach. Another great thing about this area is that you're a little bit further south of St. Augustine Beach, so you're not dealing with the heavy tourism that St. Augustine Beach and downtown St. Augustine experiences. The negatives about this area is going to be, the sale price of homes, but also that there is a higher risk of flooding considering that it does border the intercoastal and it borders the ocean. So you have water coming from both ways. So that definitely could be a problem if you consider living here in this area. The next neighborhood to consider is going to be St. Augustine South. Now, I've put a whole bunch of families in St. Augustine South. It's a great neighborhood. A lot of the homes in St. Augustine South have a lot more space in terms of the lot size comparatively to everything else else you're really seeing in new construction when it comes down to St. Johns County. St. Augustine South is located just south of the intersection of US 1 and 312. So it's centrally located to the beach, to downtown St. Augustine, and all of your grocery shopping that you need to do here in St. Augustine. So the elementary school in St. Augustine South is going to be Osceola, which is an A-rated school. The middle school is going to be Murray Middle School, which is a C-rated school, which is one of the lowest rankings on all the neighborhoods here in St. Johns County. And the high school is going to be Pedro Menendez, which is rated B for this calendar year. Now, within St. Augustine South, it is a smaller, tight-knit community. You're not going to find any condos or townhomes. There's only single-family homes in there because it was developed sometime, most of the homes are going to be from the 1950s to 1970s. The good thing about this neighborhood is that the average sale price of a home is going to be $362,000. And this is for a single family detached home with about a quarter of an acre. Most of the lots in St. Augustine South range from 0.1 to 0.2 of an acre. It's also a no HOA neighborhood, so there's no dues owed to anyone on the monthly basis. One of the best things about living in St. Augustine South is that you have 2 public boat ramps that are maintained by St. Johns County, and they're right within your neighborhood, a couple-minute drive from your house. So if you're a boater, you want to go fishing, this could be an excellent neighborhood for you. So we mentioned the size of the lots, we mentioned the boat ramps that are in the community, but there are some negatives. Some of the community does fall within a flood zone, and also all of the community doesn't have public sewer, so everyone has a septic tank. So if you're not familiar with that, that could scare you off a little bit, but it's pretty normal here in Florida. And number 7 on our list is going to be downtown St. Augustine. So if you've ever visited, you've been down to the historic district, this is the area that we're talking about. It is literally the heart of St. Johns County. It's where most people work, and it's also the most lively in all of St. Johns County. Downtown St. Augustine is sandwiched between US 1 and A1A, so you have a couple different options to get in and out of town. There is going to be a little bit more traffic here in this area, especially during peak tourist season. The schools here are going to be the same as VILANO Beach. The elementary school is going to be Catalinas, which is an A school. The middle school is going to be Sebastian, which is a B school. And then the high school is going to be St. Augustine High School, which is a B school as well. So how much does stuff cost in downtown St. Augustine? Well, if you're looking for a condo, there aren't very many available. You can find some south of town and some north of town, but you could expect to pay $350,000 or more for a condo within downtown St. Augustine. Now, if you're looking for a single family home, the average sale price is going to be $468,000 across all the single family homes within downtown St. Augustine. Though I should mention there are homes in the historic district, there are homes in the water that are going to be $1 million, $2 million, $3 million because of where they're located. And the home that we featured is right on Marine Street. It's just south of downtown St. Augustine, and it's absolutely beautiful. So make sure if you want to see a beautiful house, take a look at it. Within downtown St. Augustine, there's pretty much endless things to do. This is where the best shopping is, the best restaurants, live music. We just went and saw the Black Keys and Mumford & Sons right within downtown St. Augustine at Francis Field at the Sing Out Loud Festival. It was a fantastic event. Now, some of the negatives about living in downtown St. Augustine is that the traffic, especially during peak tourist season, Night of Lights is coming up here in the next couple months. It's terrible downtown. It's gridlock traffic, which is, if you're living in a small town, it's something you're not used to. The summers and also spring break can be brutal when it comes down to tourists in that area, especially when people are looking at all the old architecture. They're driving like it's a Sunday drive every single day. On top of that, St. Augustine is the nation's oldest city, and when they developed St. Augustine, they didn't exactly think about stormwater management. So there are elevated flooding risk, and if it rains for an hour, the streets just don't have the stormwater management. So you'll sometimes see people walking up to their ankles in water within an hour of it raining. Now, it should be mentioned that here in Florida, we do have some torrential downpours, and it'll rain harder than you've ever seen for an hour, and then it'll be beautiful and sunny the next hour, and that water will be completely dried up by the sun. The 6th neighborhood on our list is going to be the neighborhood of Sawgrass. This neighborhood is located in the northern part of St. Johns County, right along A1A, and it spans both the east and the west side of A1A. The elementary school is going to be Ponte Vedra Rawlings Elementary School, which is an A-rated school. The middle school is going to be Alice B. Landrum, which is also an A-rated school. And the high school is going to be Ponte Vedra High School, which is an A-rated school as well. Now, if you're looking to buy a single family home within this community, then you're going to expect to pay north of $1 million. The average sale price is $1,148,000. Though there are some cheaper options with condo and townhomes, you can find them around the 500,000 range and above, of course. If you're looking for a condo on the water, looking at the ocean, you're gonna spend more money. Now within this area, you do have the GTM Reserve, which is a beautiful reserve here in northern St. Johns County, and you also have the ocean right off of A1A that Sawgrass does have quick and easy access to. But the main thing that you're going to do within Sawgrass is golf. It's part of the Sawgrass Country Club, so there is a beautiful golf community within there that you can be a part of. The biggest negative of this area is more than likely going to be the cost and also flooding. So, I mean, this is probably one of the more expensive neighborhoods that we're going to cover here today, but that comes with its positives and it comes with its negatives. The fifth neighborhood on our list is going to be St. Augustine Beach. Now, this neighborhood is where I grew up. I lived right on Pope Road, blocks away from St. Augustine Beach, and I started living there in 1998. It's a completely different area than it is today. Literally like steps from my house when I was growing up, there was a blueberry field. It's now condos. There was another field where I had my fort in, we called it the Thunder Fort, and that's actually condos as well. This is also located on Anastasia Island, right on A1A, and it splits. There's A1A Express and the A1A Beach side, so there are two roads that kind of encompass St. Augustine Beach, and then 312 is your east and westbound to get over to the mainland. The elementary school is going to be R.B. Hunt, which is an A-rated school, and I was a hall monitor the last couple of years when I was there, so it was a pretty big deal. The middle school is going to be Sebastian Middle School, and that's a B-rated school, and the high school is going to be St. Augustine High, which is also a B-rated school. If you're looking to buy a single-family home within the area of St. Augustine Beach, that's going to cost you about $750,000. Now, you can find cheaper homes than that, and of course, you can find more expensive homes if you'd like to, but on average, it's going to be $750K. If you're looking for a condo or a townhome, they're going to be starting around the $350,000 range. The apartment complex that I grew up in, we paid $800 a month in rent. They got converted to condos, and I just saw one for sale the other day for $350,000. Now within St. Augustine Beach, once again, you have everything at your disposal. You can go to downtown St. Augustine. You got the amphitheater just a couple minutes north. The St. Augustine Amphitheater is a great venue. We've seen some great acts. This year we saw Young the Giant, we saw Milky Chance, we saw OAR, and we also saw the Goo Goo Dolls at the amphitheater location. It's an outdoor venue with about 4,500 seats in it, and it's beautiful. It's one of the best venues in the country. Aside from that, you do also have downtown St. Augustine. You do also have St. Augustine Beach. So if you want to hit the fishing pier, go fishing. If you want to do some surfing, you can do that all within that neighborhood. Now, for the negatives about St. Augustine Beach is that it's pretty heavy with tourism. Actually, within St. Augustine Beach, they had to limit how many Airbnbs could be in the area because investors were buying up homes left and right and just really destroying the neighborhood by putting more renters in the neighborhood that are not there for a long time. They're there for a couple nights and they're getting out of there. So that has been, that's a big change within the neighborhood. Also, because it is on Anastasia Island, there is a good bit of flood risk. Depending where you're at, you can find a home that's not in the flood zone. But really, in the entire state of Florida, everything's in a flood zone because of how low we are and how close we are to sea level. The fourth neighborhood on our list is going to be World Golf Village. Now, this neighborhood is located pretty much just north of downtown St. Augustine. It's going to be about a 15-minute drive from 15 to 20 minutes, depending where you are in World Golf Village, to downtown St. Augustine. And it's located right off of International Golf Parkway and 95. So if you do need to go up to Jacksonville, if you need to go downtown to St. Augustine, maybe you need to go to Orlando, you want to go to Disney, you're going to be right off of 95. So that's a great location for that. The schools are going to be Piccolata Crossing, which is a B-rated school. The middle school is going to be Passetti Bay, which is an A-rated school. And then the high school is going to be Tocoi Creek, which is also an A-rated school. Now, I should mention that within this area, most of the things, the retail, the commercial space, a lot of the housing is going to be brand new. That's where we're seeing a lot of development in St. Johns County, is in the northwestern part of St. Johns County. So if you're looking for a single family home within World Golf Village, you could expect to pay on average $537,000. Now, if you're looking to spend a little bit less, maybe go with a condo or a townhome, there are some good options within World Golf Village. The average sale price for a condo or a townhome is going to be $323,000, which makes it one of the more affordable areas to live within St. Johns County. You are in the middle of St. Johns County, so you're more or less landlocked. You don't have water super close to you, but from that location, you can go up to Jacksonville, you go to Jack's Beach, you can go over to downtown St. Augustine within about 20 minutes, to the beach in about 25, 30 minutes, or you can hit the St. Johns River in about 25, 30 minutes. This location is centrally located to pretty much everything that St. Johns County as a whole has to offer. If you couldn't put it together, it's part of World Golf Village, so there is a ton of golfing in the area. So if you are looking to golf in the area, they have St. Johns County Golf and Country Club, they also have the King and the Bear at World Golf Village, and they have a couple of other courses out there as well. The biggest negative to this area is it's called World Golf Village, and we have the World Golf Hall of Fame there, but that is actually leaving at the end of this year, so it will no longer be the World Golf Hall of Fame centered in that location. So World Golf Village is going through a little bit of identity crisis. On top of that, we're in the middle of St. Johns County. So if you're looking to move to Florida for that Florida lifestyle, you want the sun, the sea, all that good stuff, then you're going to be in the middle of St. Johns County. But how often do you go to the beach? How often are you on the water? Could not mean that big of a difference to you. And we're getting towards the end of our list, but for number 3, we're going to talk about the neighborhood of Fruit Cove. Fruit Cove is located in the northwestern part of St. Johns County. It borders the St. Johns River. The main roads that are running through that is going to be State Road 13 and also Racetrack Road. That's going to be your east and west. State Road 13 is going to be your north and south. The elementary school is going to be Cunningham Creek, which is an A-rated school. The middle school is going to be Switzerland Point, which is also an A-rated school. And the high school is going to be Bartram Trail, which is also an A-rated school. So some great schools here within Fruit Cove. Now, if you're looking to buy a single family home in Fruit Cove, the average sale price is going to be $582,000. So once again, it's going to be one of the more affordable areas to live within St. Johns County because you're not living right on the beach. If you're looking to buy a condo, you're going to be spending about $271,000, which compared to a lot of the neighborhoods we just covered is a lot more affordable. A lot of these new developments started CDDs and they have these massive amenity centers which you'll have access to. But that also happens to be one of the negatives. You know, you're not going to be leaving your little bubble very often, but you're also further away from downtown St. Augustine. You're further away from the beach because you're all the way on the other side close to the river. Another one of the negatives is that this isn't exactly the newest area in St. Johns County, so there are some older homes. So a lot of the homes that you're going to be seeing, especially if they're around the average sale price, they're going to need a little bit of love. And we're going to head on to number 2 on our list, which is going to be Palm Valley. Palm Valley is kind of a neighboring community, so it's just west of Sawgrass. The main roads running through Palm Valley are going to be A1A, it's going to be Palm Valley Road, and also Roscoe Road. This is located within the northeastern part of St. Johns County, so you have everything that St. Johns County has to offer, everything that Sawgrass has to offer, as well as you're very close to Jack's Beach. So if you want to run up to Jack's Beach, get a little bit more hustle and bustle, you can definitely do that at Palm Valley. The elementary school is going to be Ocean Palms, which is an A-rated school. The middle school is going to be Alice B. Landrum, which is an A-rated school. And the high school is going to be Ponte Vedra High School, which is also an A-rated school. As you can see, as we get closer to the top of our list, the school districts are getting better and better. If you are looking to buy a single family home, the average sale price here in Palm Valley is going to be $1,285,000. This is going to be the most expensive neighborhood on our top 10. You can find homes that are a lot more expensive than that as well. We're talking $3, $4, $5 million houses that are on the intercoastal, which are amazing. Though, if you are looking for something a little bit cheaper, there are options available to you. If you're looking for a condo or a townhome, that price is going to be starting around $320,000. There aren't that many in the area, but still it is there if you're looking hard enough. There are plenty of things to do in the area. You have Ponte Vedra Concert Hall, which is right off of A1A. You can head up to Jack's Beach to go check out all the bars and restaurants that are offered there. You do also have Michler's Beach. It's not Michler's, it's spelled Michler's, but the locals will definitely correct you. It's pronounced Michler's, which is a great beach here in St. Johns County. And you also have the Intercoastal. So if you're looking to live right on the water in a beautiful neighborhood, then Palm Valley might be the way to go. It's of course going to cost you, but you have the intercoastal access, you have the beach over there, and you really have so many great things to do within a small area. Palm Valley is a great way to go. The biggest negative to this area is pretty much the cost, because the housing cost is much more expensive than a lot of areas in St. Johns County. But really in that northeastern part of St. Johns County, as you're closer to the Duval County line, that's where you're going to see some really expensive homes right off of A1A. You have oceanfront, you have intercoastal, and you have a lot of small amenity-rich communities within that area. There is also the possibility of flooding, of course, because you're on the water on either side. And the number one community is going to be NOCATEE. Not only is this the number one community within St. Johns County, it's the number one master plan community within the entire state of Florida, according to niche.com. This is located within the northeastern part of St. Johns County, right off of US 1. 210 is going to be your east and west road. US 1 is going to be north and south, and 210 kind of goes into NOCATEE Parkway. NOCATEE is such a big community, they have a highway running right through it. Now within NOCATEE, there is a part that's a part of St. Johns County, and there's a part that's a part of Duval County. So the schools are going to be different, but I just dropped a pin in the St. Johns County area, and the main schools are Pine Island, which actually covers K through 8. It's Pine Island Academy. It's an A-rated school, so both the elementary and middle school are both A-rated. And the high school is going to be Allen D. Neese, which is also an A-rated school. And if you remember that football player Tim Tebow, that's where he went. One of the best things about NOCATEE, even though it is number one on our list, it's not the highest priced area. The average sale price for a single family home within NOCATEE is $732,000. Now, there aren't too many resales when it comes down to condos and townhomes, but Toll Brothers is actually building some beautiful townhomes within NOCATEE at the west end, and they're starting around $500,000. NOCATEE is very much a bubble. There's, I think, 12,000 residents, or in total, there's going to be 12,000 residents within the community of NOCATEE, and they have some of the best amenities in the entire state of Florida, but for sure in St. Johns County. They've got a lazy river, they got like a 3-story water slide, they got a zip line, they have a water park with a restaurant in it that's separate from their main amenity center. On top of that, all of the individual subdivisions within NOCATEE that are still a part of NOCATEE tend to have their own pool or little community area within their communities as well. NOCATEE very much acts like a bubble, so there's really no need to leave NOCATEE at all, because you got your hospitals, you got your place of worship, you got your schools all within the community. There's even an area for one of the schools where you can actually drop off your kids. It's literally on the back side of a neighborhood. So you literally pull into the neighborhood on your golf cart, you drop your kids off, and they have golf cart parking, they have golf cart pickup lanes, which is a lot different than many communities here in St. Johns County. There aren't really too many negatives when it comes down to NOCATEE. I mean, of course, you are going to be paying for those amenities, but in terms of a community, it's 26 square miles of doing whatever you want. So if you have kids, you pretty much can just be like, hey, go have fun, hop on the golf cart, go to the water park, go to the kayak outpost, go on the intercoastal, just go have fun and do something outside. 60% of the community is reserved for conservation and preservation. So there's a lot of nature trails. There's, like I said, a kayak outpost. There's tons of things to do within NOCATEE. Guys, and that is it. I hope you gained a little bit of knowledge and a little bit of insight into the top 10 neighborhoods here in St. Johns County. If you did, please do me that solid and tap that subscribe button below, like the video, and comment if you have any additional questions about any of these neighborhoods we covered, or really anywhere in northeastern Florida. We have a team here in St. Johns County, and our whole goal here is to give you the information you need to make an educated decision. So whether you're buying, selling, or investing here in our area, make sure you reach out to our team so we can help you out. Until next time, guys.